Hi, I'm Marie Forleo, and I want to talk to you about mastering your mindset. If you're watching this, it's because you're ready to take your life to the next level. The truth is, success doesn't start with what you do. It starts with how you think. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you achieve. It shapes your experiences, your actions, and your results. Imagine your mind like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds will grow and prevent you from flourishing. But if you cultivate it with care, with positive thoughts and a growth mindset, you will harvest the fruits of success. Get ready to transform your life, because together, we're going to create something extraordinary.
I have put so much pressure on myself.
The mind is a powerful tool, beautiful and complex. It's capable of creating the most extraordinary works of art, full of life and emotion, of solving the most complex problems, those that seem impossible, of dreaming the boldest dreams and reaching new heights. But it can also be our worst enemy if we don't know how to use it to our advantage, if we don't control it. It's easy to get carried away by fear, by uncertainty, doubt, and the insecurities that paralyze us. It's easy to convince ourselves that we're not good enough, smart enough, capable enough. But let me tell you something, my dear. That's just a story you're telling yourself, a false narrative. The truth is, you have unlimited potential inside you, waiting to be discovered. You have the ability to achieve anything you set your mind to, if you dare to believe in yourself and your dreams. And it all starts with your mindset, with the way you see the world. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, the perspective you adopt. It's how you interpret the challenges, the setbacks, and the opportunities that come your way. It's the inner dialogue you have with yourself, the conversations you have in your mind, the words you tell yourself every day, those that shape your reality. If your inner dialogue is full of negativity, of dark thoughts, of doubts, of fears, of insecurities, that's what you're going to attract into your life, a gloomy reality. But if you change your inner dialogue, if you transform your thoughts, if you start talking to yourself with love, with compassion, with confidence and optimism, your reality will begin to transform, to fill with light and possibilities. I tell you this from my own experience, from the bottom of my heart. I too have had my moments of doubt, my moments of insecurity, of feeling lost. But I learned that the only way to overcome those obstacles was by changing my mindset, my way of thinking. I started surrounding myself with positive people, with souls who radiated positive energy, with people who believed in me and my abilities. And little by little, I began to see the world with different eyes, with a new perspective full of hope.
There's 5 people in it. There's 24.
Now, there are 2 main types of mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. These 2 ways of thinking can deeply influence how we face life and its challenges. A fixed mindset is like a cage that keeps you from flying, that limits you to believing that things are the way they are and there's nothing you can do to change them. It's a mental barrier that keeps us from seeing beyond our limitations. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities, intelligence, and talents are predetermined. They're like closed seashells, afraid to open themselves to change, to growth. They prefer to stay in their comfort zone. They avoid challenges because they're afraid to fail. The fear of failure paralyzes them. They give up easily because they believe they're not good enough. They don't see the value in trying again and again. And they see effort as useless because they think if they had talent, everything would be easy. They don't understand that effort is part of the learning process. On the other hand, a growth mindset is like an open sky, full of endless possibilities. It's a perspective that lets us dream and aspire to more. People with a growth mindset believe their abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. They're like trees that extend their roots deeper and deeper, seeking sunlight no matter the obstacles they encounter along the way. They are always looking for new opportunities. They're not afraid of failure because they know every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve. They see failure as one more step towards success. They understand that effort is part of the growth process, that it's through perseverance that goals are achieved. Every effort counts. And most importantly, they believe in their ability to constantly learn and improve. They know learning is a never-ending journey. Imagine for a moment that you're learning to play a musical instrument. At first, it's hard, right? Your fingers don't respond the way you want. The notes sound out of tune. You feel frustrated. It's a process full of challenges. A person with a fixed mindset would think, "I'm not good at this." They would give up quickly. However, a person with a growth mindset would think, "What can I do to improve? What technique do I need to practice? How can I overcome this obstacle? They would look for ways to get better. And so, with patience and dedication, they would become a talented musician. Perseverance and effort would lead them to success.
No friggin' clue. At that moment,
Chapter 3: Mastering Your Mindset. Now, I want to share with you some of the strategies I've used throughout my life to develop a growth mindset, to become the woman I am today. These strategies have not only helped me overcome obstacles, but also find peace and purpose. Remember, beautiful, that change starts from within. We can't expect the outside world to change if we're not willing to change ourselves first. First, it's essential that you learn to challenge your negative thoughts. These thoughts can be powerful, but they're not unbeatable. We all have that little inner voice that sometimes whispers unpleasant things to us. That voice can be persistent, but it doesn't have to define us. It tells us that we're not good enough, smart enough, attractive enough. But who really decides that? It's like a harsh critic that lives in our mind and is dedicated to sabotaging our dreams. However, we can learn to silence it. But what if I told you that you don't have to believe that voice? That you can reprogram your mind to think more positively? That you can choose which thoughts you allow to live in your mind? You have the control. The next time a negative thought tries to take over, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just a perception? What evidence do I have to believe this? Is it an absolute truth or a limiting belief? Is this thought helping me get closer to my goals? If not, it's time to let it go. Second, focus on what you can control. Don't waste energy on what's out of your reach. There are many things in life that are beyond our control, like the weather, traffic, the opinions of others. But that shouldn't discourage you. But there's something you can always control: your attitude. Your perspective is your power. You can choose how you react to difficult circumstances. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. You can choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Every obstacle is a lesson. You can choose to focus on solutions instead of problems. Remember, your mindset is your greatest strength.
because of my upbringing, because of this kind of perpetual.
Chapter 4: Turning Setbacks into Opportunities. Life is a journey, my dear, and like any journey, there will be sunny moments and rainy moments. There will be moments of joy, of triumph, of celebration, but there will also be moments of difficulty, of pain, of loss. It's important that we understand that setbacks are a part of life. They are opportunities to learn, to grow, to become stronger and more resilient. When you face an obstacle, instead of seeing it as a failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? What is this situation teaching me about myself? Remember that every experience, no matter how difficult, has a purpose. Every fall is an opportunity to get back up stronger, wiser, and more prepared to face the challenges that life throws our way. Don't give up at the first sign of difficulty. Remember that perseverance is the key to success. Great achievements are not achieved overnight, but through constant effort and unwavering determination. Life is full of opportunities to reinvent ourselves, to start over, to write our own story.
On social. If you listen to podcasts, if you do
Chapter 5: The Power of Consistency and Patience. Mastering your mindset, my dear, requires two key ingredients: consistency and patience. Consistency is the key to turning dreams into reality. It's the discipline of doing what you have to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to get excited at first, when everything is new and exciting. But the real test comes when the initial excitement fades, and you have to keep going despite the obstacles, despite the tiredness, despite the doubts. Patience, on the other hand, is the virtue of knowing how to wait, of trusting the process, of understanding that good things take time. We live in a world that demands immediate results, but the truth is that success isn't built overnight. It's like planting a seed. You can't just bury it in the ground and expect it to bloom the next day. You have to water it, fertilize it, protect it from the intense sun, and above all, you have to be patient. With time, the seed will germinate, take root, and finally become a beautiful plant.
find a way to go take
Outro: unlock your inner power. So, what are you waiting for? Start mastering your mindset today and watch how the world opens up to you. Your success is in your hands, and it all starts with the way you think. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you.